The video for the 28th is We Live on a Planet Distorted by Lies. As I promised a couple of days ago, I want to deal with a very touchy subject. Touchy because a lot of people, including me for a long time, bought into the lie perpetrated by the cabal, or whatever you wish to call the dominating demons who have manipulated our reality. One of the biggest lies in our day and age has to do with the distortion of what you resist persists. This distortion is widespread in the New Thought, New Age community. Who does it serve? Does it make the world better by producing people who refuse to get involved with the injustices and blatant cruelty endemic in the current system? I don't think so. What it produces is a large faction of well-meaning people who turn the other way when these atrocities occur, which is happening at an ever-increasing rate. This puts greater pressure on those of us who have spoken out and aligned ourselves with that minority that wants to make a positive difference in the illusory world that is very real experientially. Yeah, this is a very touchy subject, and I went back to the video from the day before yesterday, or the one before Steve and I recorded, and looked at Softly Wings' comment, and she also responded to to one of the people that I've blocked, namely the Friar. And it was suggested to me that I go back and refriend a lot of the people that I unfriended, most of them at the time when I had been going through major surgery. I was in a lot of pain, I had trouble breathing, and people were attacking me. And I just did not have the will or the patience to put up with such nonsense. And so I unfriended a lot of people. Regarding Friar Newberg, I actually unfriended him, refriended him, made that he not be in the attack mode. He broke the agreement, and I unfriended him, and I will not refriend him again. I believe with all my heart that he is paid by the cabal to attack Ron Van Dyke, just as he was attacking the ambassador. And a lot of the confusion came in regard to the ambassador, who did treat me well. I want to say that again and emphasize he showed himself in many ways to be a friend. We had many intimate conversations. I don't understand. Well, I do, because he's explained it to me since. But he called me a liar. I wasn't lying. He had promised me money way back when we first started working together, and he had also promised to reimburse me for the passport that I went out and rushed for a trip that I never went on to Hong Kong. In any case, that's water over the dam. I still haven't regained back all of my abilities. I still have had to deal with tremendous depression, especially over losing my home. Losing my home was worse than the physical challenges that I faced earlier in the year. That's the biggest challenge, as I've said, that I've had to face in my entire life, because that home was given to me by one that I considered my spiritual mother, and it was for the purpose of having spiritual meetings and expanding human consciousness. Many of the people that were involved in my group back then have alienated themselves from me, or maybe they look at it that I've alienated myself from them because I no longer buy into the thing of just allowing the evil to go and just do the inner work, and the outer thing will take care of itself. I wish that were true. Now, just before I began this video, maybe a half an hour before, I finished watching an almost 2-hour video with Elise Diabolon, and I posted it on my Facebook page, which, I don't watch a lot of long videos. and I don't watch any long videos. I get away from the computer and I listen. And so if they have a lot of stuff to read, it's not worth even wasting my time with it, because I have to hear them speaking. I'm hearing it. I'm not watching it. But in any case, I recommended that because that deals with healing the wounded self in men and women. It talks honestly. I mean, the title of it, let me just go back to that page. The title of that video is, let's see, let me scroll up here, is on, on positive sex magic. Okay, is the title. It's positive sex magic. That's a catchy title, but it's very deep. It's very deep spiritual truths that if we're going to heal ourselves and heal the world that we live in, we need to come to grips with some of these issues that have robbed us of our divine nature and robbed us of our power, robbed us of the gifts that we were intended to have. And again, the cabal actually, or the evil ones that operate the cabal, actually turned off a lot of our ability to, they shut down chakra abilities or spiritual abilities, allowing us only the sexual, and I forget what the other one was. They allowed us two, sexuality being one of them, and then that's so distorted that it doesn't produce the healing that it's supposed to, which is one of the reasons why I recommended listening to that video. But I'd like to make peace with the people that are part of the hate Ron society. But I still do not feel that I have the energy to put forth to deal with controversy all the time and be in an argumentative frame of mind. I present what the best I can, what I feel the truth is. I tell the truth about what I'm going through. When I've been wrong, I've admitted it to the best of my ability. I don't always see how I'm wrong as other people claim that I'm wrong. But when I do see it, I acknowledge it. And, I'm not going to buy into this what you resist persists thing, and therefore you're not supposed to ever rise up against injustice. You're never supposed to rise up against all of the cruelty that's being put forth by what we call governments and what we call corporations. Corporations are corpses. They're dead. They're non-living entities. And yet that's what runs the world. And of course, an enemy would produce a system called maritime system, which isn't supposed to operate except on the sea. But it's not, to me, it's not supposed to operate anywhere, on any planet, anywhere at all. It's an evil, evil system. But in any case, they have co-opted and taken away human rights. And these are things that need to be addressed. And yes, we need to do the inner work. That's why I think that this positive sex magic is so important to understand. We've got to do this tantric work of recombining our energies and healing the inner energies and the drives that we have that have been distorted. We need to recognize the distortions, and we need to do it step by step. There's a lot of wisdom in that positive sex magic video, which I hope enough people actually take the time to listen. It's worth hearing. But as far as the Friar Newberg and restoring all of my friends, maybe someday that can happen. But I'm not there yet, and as long as I keep having people that go to these groups that tell me how they want to get me, and then their whole thing is about hate Ron, hate Ron, hate Ron. Why would I want to deal with people that only want to hate me? I don't. I can't, I don't have the energy, and if you don't understand that, I'm sorry. That's where I am. Anyway, I see my 10 minutes are up and probably a little bit past by the time I end this. So I do thank you for listening, and namaste.